On this episode of the Fresh Beef Podcast, we speak to a patron who left 1 star at a normally well-reviewed Italian restaurant.
What began as a sweet gesture for his wife quickly turned sour, leaving a bad taste for all involved.
I'm a married man, and I'm trying to have a romantic meal for my wife's birthday, and this guy wants to take me to the kitchen.
Stay tuned for all that and more on Fresh Beef with Dave and Jeremy.
The podcast about the culture of internet commentary.
Fresh Beef Podcast.
Welcome to Fresh Beef, the podcast where we contact disgruntled internet types.
And allow them to air their grievances.
That's right. That's why we're here. That's why you're listening, hopefully, so we can talk about some issues and hopefully get to the bottom of them.
Yeah, we got a spicy meatball today.
I'm glad you brought that up. We're actually talking to somebody today named Kent, who had a very bad experience at a very fancy Italian restaurant.
Yeah, which surprises me because this place, Bonacci's, normally gets 5 stars.
Yeah, I mean it's a 1-star review and a sea of 4 and 5 stars. Really, yeah. I mean a lot of the other negative things that people have to say was like I wish they'd have visited me less at the table. I wish they were not as nice to me. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird to see somebody who's sort of tainted that perfect record and is saying that sort of everything went haywire.
Yeah, he seems very displeased, to say the least, based on this review.
Right.
And we've got a surprise for him as well.
That's right. Yeah, we've done some legwork on this, obviously, and tracked this person down, and yeah, we can't wait to get to this.
Yeah, well, we got him on the line, so let's see what he has to say.
Let's do it. Hi, this is Jeremy.
And this is Dave.
And this is the Fresh Beef Podcast. Who am I talking to?
This is Kent. I would rather not say my last name.
Oh, okay, Kent. How are you today?
I'm all right. Yeah, I guess I'm all right.
Wait, okay. Well, I guess we'll do a little recap first before we get started. We contacted you via social media, right? You had left sort of a bummer of a comment on a restaurant's page, and
yeah.
So yeah, we sort of what we do here is we try to squash the beef for people on the internet that have problems. So would you want to tell us a little bit about what your experience?
Yeah, sure. So my wife Tammy, I wanted to take her out for a fancy, birthday dinner, and I don't make a lot of money, so this is like a special occasion. And
right.
So we took her out to this Italian restaurant, and in a nutshell, the waiter just he just kept looking at me in a, I don't want to be derogatory, but like he's hitting on me.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh my God.
And it made me uncomfortable, and I stood up and I said, "Stop looking at me like that. Just
right.
serve me my damn food,"
Right.
So yeah, I didn't like how in a nutshell, I didn't like how hard the waiter was hitting on me.
Wow.
So so you actually confronted him. Was it just in his expressions that you were feeling this way?
Yeah, it was mostly just the looks. You can always tell when somebody has a thing for you and wants to, get in bed with you and take it to the next level. And that was the look he's giving me. And my wife Tammy she's arguing. She's like, "It's not what he hasn't given me a single look." I'm like, yes, look, just look. I know we all know that look. You guys probably know that look.
I mean, I rarely
get know that look.
Yeah, I don't get that look very often. Me personally, but I don't. Dave,
I get it sometimes.
Sometimes, okay.
It's a vibe.
So 50-50 on this end, but
yeah, I hear you.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Well, I'm familiar with it, and so Tammy was just arguing with me nonstop, saying, "No, he's not looking at you like that. He's not looking at you like that." But I know that look, and it was making me uncomfortable because I'm a married man, and I'm trying to have a romantic meal for my wife's birthday, and this guy wants to take me to the kitchen.
Right.
And yeah.
Wow.
Wash your dishes.
That's
and,
not.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say that.
Yeah.
That's intense. So you confronted the waiter, and how did he react?
Of course. Oh, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. And I said, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You wanna sleep with me. You wanna take me to the kitchen and wash the dishes, like you say. And then he denied it. And then, they got the manager involved, and there was yelling, and I may not allegedly have broken a glass.
Oh no.
You know what? In the heat of the moment, you can't really control what you do when you're heated. You
Right.
know, like
Well,
Sure.
I'm sure you guys can understand.
yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, as an adult, we're probably supposed to be able to control these things, I guess. But I understand. It gets heated. I've been there before. How about
It
you?
never really gets to that point with me.
I am an adult, and I work really hard for the little money I make. And
What do you do for a living, if
and
we could ask?
What's that?
What do you do for a living? Why was this meal sort of outside of your budget?
I work for. I've launched 3 or 4 years ago my own extermination company, and it's tough getting the word out there when there's so much competition.
Right.
And but regardless, we're doing okay. I have a couple customers and
Okay.
that keep calling me. They call me regularly. I mean, they have the same kind of issues, and I don't really fully fix the problem, so I can just keep coming back. And just little secrets, tips of the trade for an exterminator out there.
Right. Well, let's backtrack just a little bit. Why did you choose this specific restaurant? And what attracted you to the restaurant?
Well, it's the only Italian restaurant in our town, and I never have been able to take my wife there. And I was like, you deserve it, babe, and we're never going back.
Nice.
I don't want to be put when I spend the money to be treated nicely. I don't want to get on to be made to feel uncomfortable, and like if this guy wanted to, take me in the back and whatever, like he could have just kept those thoughts to himself.
Right.
But he had to make a scene, and I get it. I'm an attractive man, but like, come on, dude. Come on. Like, I'm not like that. He's giving me the look of like, I want to take you in the back and make you a gay man.
Well,
That was the look he was giving me, and I am a very religious man, and I am not about that. Okay?
You've never had an experience like that, college or?
No.
No. I mean, have you ever thought about it? I mean, maybe I don't want to get too deep, but maybe.
No.
How long have you been with your wife?
No. We've been together. 10 years now.
10 years.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So that was the big
But
10-year
no,
dinner.
I am only attracted to women. There has never been a thought, and don't ever say that.
Well, I mean, I feel like the seeds you're planting are sort of grow in a certain way, and I don't
You plant your seeds where you want to, okay? But like I plant mine where I want to, and they're in the garden that God gave us.
The garden is your wife in this instance?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Well, garden meaning like man is supposed to plant a garden into a woman, and not a man is not supposed to plant a garden to a man. It don't work right. That's like putting a seed in a seed. You can't plant nothing like that.
Yeah. My big question is, let's say the waiter was here with us today. What would you say to him if he was on this podcast with us?
No, I need to know, is he?
No, I'm just saying, like
In theory.
in theory, like if he were here, what would you say to him?
I would say,
The thing is, you gave him such a bad review, and it's like this guy, this is his job. This is what he does. He works at this high-end.
I would tell him I'm not gay. Okay, so take your pixie dust to some other Neverland. Okay.
That's slightly offensive. Probably more than slightly. Maybe we'll put that in the pixie dust in a jar for now. So you would say I'm not gay. Why were you hitting on me? That's the gist, right?
Yeah. That's not what I'd say. Pretty much in a nutshell, I am not gay. Don't ever hit on me ever again.
Right.
And what was your full name so I can turn you in?
Right. Well, his name is David Johnson, and he's sitting here with us today. Say hi to David.
Wait, what?
Hello, sir.
Does that voice sound familiar?
That's not him.
I was your waiter.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no way.
we did a lot of research on this. The restaurant we called. We sort of put the scenario out there. Did this ever happen to one of your waiters? And we found this gentleman.
We tracked him down.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah. So the waiter's here. What would you say to him? You have him live in the studio here. You feel like you.
guys are,
What's that?
you're putting me on the spot. What would I say? I'd say, well, tell the world why you were hitting on me. Oh man.
Yeah.
Tell the world why you were hitting on me.
Tell the world why. Maybe before that, give us your side of the story. What was what do you remember that day you were waiting on the table to a gentleman and his?
Oh, I would never forget that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have exterminators come in often.
Oh.
And
Just because of the income level.
I mean, what they do,
Yeah.
who they help.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, do they help?
Oh, okay.
So you knew he was an exterminator right off the bat.
I mean, there's a certain outfit that they.
Yeah, didn't have time to go home and take my uniform off. Okay, chill.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I would love to chill, but it's the amount of respect that I have for that profession. It is off the chart.
Do you use another sort of exterminator? Have you ever used one?
I have not.
No, but you
So-
wouldn't use his company now, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not.
Okay, so you approach the man and his wife at a table, and you see him in his exterminator uniform, and you feel
I'm about to lose it.
Oh, just before you even words are spoke. Why is that?
in
Respect.
Oh, you respect his job,
Yeah.
career choice. So the bar's high for you right from the beginning. You want to
Yeah.
do a good job.
It's like meeting the president.
Wow.
I understand that.
Wow.
He's like a kind of like a hero in your eyes.
Well, yeah.
Would you say that?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. So are you hearing this?
Yeah.
This is this sort of is
Well, I appreciate the respect. We don't get it enough.
mhm.
But that's not the look I saw. It's not the look I saw.
He saw lust, really.
Oh, so what? So
What?
What?
lust?
What's that?
He saw lust? That was your words.
Yes. That might have been a waft of respect.
No,
Sometimes respect and lust can be two sides of the same coin.
Right, and when you dress that way, you're kind of you're in a way asking for it.
Oh,
You think he was so you think he was provoking you by coming in his uniform?
I'm not gay, okay?
Well, I feel more of the victim here, so
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's the thing where the customer's always right, but then it's like, we're trying to get both sides of the story.
He says so David the waiter is saying if you didn't want that kind of attention, you shouldn't have come into the restaurant looking that way. How does that make you feel?
I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. Like, if I didn't want that kind of attention, like, I didn't have time to go home and change out of my work uniform. Like, sometimes you just dealt the cards that you're dealt, and what am I supposed to say to that?
But-
like,
But you had to know, though, right? That
It wasn't a provocative uniform. Like, what the hell am I supposed to say to that?
We're just trying to get you to try to understand his point of view. I mean, if you maybe
Yes, I'm also very religious. You're not the only one.
It's great.
Put
I
that
mean,
out there.
Amen. Cool. Whatever. But you know what? Maybe you need to realize how you messed up here. And like, there's me wearing my uniform. I was asking for it. Is what you're saying? Like,
When I told you, forgive me. When I read the menu, I placed my hand on your shoulder and I said,
yes, I remember.
to you and your wife, these are the specials. And you looked at me in a manner which was almost asking
For it.
like
David.
Yeah.
I did not. David.
you wanted to know what I had to say. I said, are you ready for the special? And the look in your eye said,
Bit of a different kind of special. Yeah.
There's only one way to take that.
Well, I mean, I feel like we take it. Well, I guess everybody could take it differently.
David, why didn't you call me privately?
I am also, admittedly, into public displays of humiliation.
David, we could have handled this. We could have
Wait.
talked privately.
So are you saying you know
We
you
still
know each
can.
other? You've I mean, I'm presuming you both live in that same town, but what are you trying to say?
I mean, yes, I know him. He was the waiter from the incident that night. Yes.
Well, you're
Yes.
it seems like you're pretty on a personal level here. I'm just trying to get maybe there's
I'm texting you now. Did you get that?
Wait. How do you have his number?
You didn't give that out?
Yes, I got it. Got it.
All right.
David the waiter was just saying that he likes to be publicly humiliated. He gets off on that.
Oh, no. It's more I'm not.
You like to humiliate.
Yes.
Oh, you like to humiliate.
Yes. In Italy, where I'm from, it's very big.
Italy.
Yes.
So
Public humiliation, exterminators,
right.
I didn't know
publicly humiliating exterminators is big where I'm from.
Culturally.
Interesting.
Specifically culturally.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard similarly.
David, we could. Why didn't you call me back?
I texted you. I thought that was enough. No.
I
mean,
Yeah, it's not enough. Okay.
I feel like we're getting duped
can
here. I think we did this to sort of help, and it feels a little bit to me like you guys are in on this, and we're not. Me and Dave.
do you feel a little bit humiliated?
Yeah.
Do I
bit,
feel
yeah.
humiliated?
All of you.
Look, the tables have turned here.
Yeah. I don't. We haven't had this scenario before. I do feel a little. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you guys. Okay. Well, this. There's a bigger problem here. You're married, right, Kent?
Yeah. Yes.
So, is this is your wife into this sort of thing? Like, it seems like you're.
She doesn't know. Okay.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't.
She doesn't know.
Wow. This just got real.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
put my hand on your shoulder and
Okay.
told you the specials,
Okay.
getting back to that, she
Stop.
I don't
she
think we have
looked
to.
at me,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I swear to God, she was almost saying yes to this.
Oh, to a three-way type of thing.
What more? I mean, more me and this guy.
Oh, cutting her out of it. Wow.
Maybe she likes to watch. Wow.
There's a lot. We
good.
all read a lot from looks.
Yeah. I'm a little stumped here. I don't.
Do you want me to show you?
I
the
would
look
prefer you
that
don't.
the wife gave me?
No, I'm good. Dave maybe, but I'm good on that.
This is the look.
It's similar to all your other looks,
wow.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the look.
How did you know that? How could you ever know that? You just felt it?
I felt it.
Wow.
I'm texting you the look right now.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't really. Yeah, I'm a little. That's how I feel as well. I need to let out a big sigh as well.
Did you guys want to know the specials for next week?
No, I don't.
No.
Do you?
We're good.
I do.
Well, of course.
Specials are chicken parmesan with
No,
an
it's
extra
okay.
pile of pasta.
A pile of
pile.
pasta. Is that your specialty?
That's the terminology that our restaurant uses.
What kind of fancy place is this that just
I mean,
We also
quantifies the pasta by pile
piles.
sizes?
Yeah, seems weird to me.
But
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
all right, we're getting off. We're
Yeah,
getting
very
off track
much
here.
so.
We
That's a
we
few.
were trying to we're attempting to resolve this,
Right.
but now we've stumbled on a much bigger problem.
Yeah.
Does it have to be an issue? Like,
Well, I mean,
Doesn't.
don't you feel
can
bad?
nobody please tell my wife about this, please?
I mean, we don't have any idea who your wife is, but I know somebody in this room does, but
Don't tell Sharon Winterstorm it.
we.
She cannot know.
Oh,
Oh,
why
Oh.
would you?
David, you
Say-
shouldn't have.
I want
Why
to.
would you say her real name? David, please don't say our real name.
Oh God, we'll have to
please.
bleep that out.
Is it humiliating for you?
Yeah, we're all. I am. Okay, so getting back to the point of this whole thing, we're here to help, right? That's why we're doing this podcast. We want to take these situations where people feel like they've been wronged, and we want to try to right those wrongs. So in that sense, we do want to help you. We want to. I don't know. Maybe Dave, you get any ideas for what we can do to remedy this situation?
Well, now we're talking about marriage counseling.
It's either
Potentially.
marriage counseling, or maybe we send a care package to the wife with a card saying your husband is
Who are you talking to? Kent? I'm Kent.
Kent.
Yeah, you said David.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I
Well, maybe
can-
David could send it.
I can offer a few of my specials this upcoming week.
Well, I
We
think
have a chicken parmesan.
No, we
deal
heard. Yeah.
with a
pile of
That would be
pasta.
pile of
fantastic.
pasta.
That's
Yeah.
not going to help.
Yeah, not at all. Well,
I
I mean,
can double the pile of pasta.
I don't.
Simple, easy.
You know, in all honesty, I think what would make this whole situation better is just to, like, if we could just start fresh, okay? I feel bad about the review I left. I feel bad about how I reacted to the situation, but I would love to be able to come back into your establishment, David, and
Yes.
just pretend like none of this ever happened, and have a pile of pasta again, and I just want to see you again,
Hmm.
and the pasta, of course.
The pile. Yeah.
And just be able to, of course, take my wife out for a romantic birthday dinner.
Take her out.
But I want to see you again and treat my wife while seeing you again.
So Kent, you're just going to bring her in there like everything's the same?
Sometimes you got to just start fresh, okay? And if that's what it takes to quote unquote squash the beef, whatever. But I think that's what it's going to take. I'll delete my comment. I'll
You
start
will.
my review if I can get. I just want to go back. I have to go back.
Come back,
I have to.
please.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we're not helping at all.
I don't think that's going to be squashing the beef. It's
Yeah. I
gonna
mean,
be-
so there's still beef there. I mean, the wife. I feel horrible for her.
Can I just ask the wife aside, what have you been exterminating lately?
That's for the wife.
I don't care about the wife. I've
Oh. You're saying we'll put the wife aside.
He's-
Yeah, that's.
squashed any big bugs lately.
I think that's.
What? Well, I'm sorry. What have I exterminated lately?
I think that
I think this is turning him on, and he's asking you what some of
Yeah,
your
what
job
have you-
details recently, which is completely off topic.
gassed any apartments.
I mean, today was an infestation of
Oh yeah.
cockroaches.
Okay, we're
Yep.
getting
I don't
sidetracked here.
really-
This is part of the problem we're trying to remedy.
Such a
There was maybe
impressive
200 or
field.
300
We didn't-
cockroaches.
Okay. We see what we get it.
And
Cockroaches.
I killed them. I killed them.
Such a
Oh.
powerful.
All right, guys.
In my restaurant, we have a lot.
You
of
like that,
powerful-
David?
I mean, I love it. I love it. We have a lot of powerful people coming in, big rollers. It's not just, no offense, people like you. It's a lot of people with like high level titles,
Mayors,
What?
mayors, executives.
like plumbers and exterminators of the highest level,
Oh, that's
highest
not-
ranking people.
Okay. I think we differ on sort of the rankings of
Oh,
citizens,
absolutely.
but anyway, so what can we do here? So you don't want a divorce. You don't want to divorce your wife, any of that sort of thing. Maybe we could file the papers, get one of those $399 divorces over the mail. No, you don't.
No, I don't want that.
Well, give me your best case scenario for what could happen today.
Then I could just go back and okay, you Lost fan, the TV show.
Lost, yes.
Remember when Jack just had to go back to the island, but he really couldn't explain for what reason?
Yeah.
I have to go back
Okay.
to this restaurant.
Because of the
I
smoke
have to go
monster.
back. Okay?
David is your
I
island.
can't explain it. I just know that if I go back, my life will take another turn, and things will change, and I could make things right, and I could have.
Okay.
This is your chance.
I could have a pile of pasta again.
Hmm.
Right.
Well,
Well-
the specials are actually it's a pile of pasta and a
Chicken
few
parm.
handfuls of Brussels sprouts.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, this is heavy.
Beautiful.
I don't know.
Are you
a warm
weeping?
glass of apple juice.
Warm. Is that an Italian thing?
That's Calabrian.
Calabrian. Okay.
It's actually Italian fusion, and we have more specials. Let me get the list.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, I think we're good on
okay.
good on the
Please.
specials. No.
We could all role play like we're at the restaurant.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what this podcast is about. Actually, it's about squashing beef.
What do you guys want?
Well, we want to know that we helped you. You know, we don't want your marriage to fall apart.
No, we're here
If-
at the restaurant right now. What do you guys want?
What
You
would
want some
you
bread?
eat?
I got a lot of bread over here.
no, I'd like to
You're
leave.
back there right
Uh,
now?
Wait, you're at the restaurant?
We're role playing, guys. God
Oh,
dang it.
I'm sorry. You sort of lost it.
You play his wife.
I don't.
Give me the look
Okay.
that she gave me. That's it.
Do you feel it? I
Yeah,
don't
play
wanna-
my wife. Tell me how much you love me.
Okay, if this will solve the problem, if you'll delete the comment, I will do it. We'll all play parts.
Okay.
And we'll do a little role playing.
There's
Okay,
4 of us, so maybe
Okay,
one
great.
of us
This
could
will
play
work.
the manager,
the
Be
manager.
enough.
right?
Okay.
The manager was kind of kept looking over at us like, what is happening? Just tell them the specials.
Right.
So
Yeah,
if
I'll-
you could do that.
All right.
Well, here's what we could do. I think, guys, let's go back and just role play what happened, and then role play an alternate ending of what should have happened to make the evening a lot better. And I think that will just bring me peace.
Okay.
Should we role play the part where we went into the bathroom and fucked?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Maybe that. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm not. I don't want to do this, but I'll do this if this means it will help put an end to this. Okay.
Yes.
Not to your relationship or if you have one or whatever it is, but just to this problem that you're having.
Please explain specifically what's going to happen.
So, Kent and his beautiful wife Tammy walk into an Italian restaurant. And they have a seat, and they're greeted by
Myself.
a guy named David.
Table for 2, please.
Yeah, right here. We'll sit here. This is great. We'll take this table.
I open the
Yeah,
menus.
This is a great table.
I give them both to you. Oh, what? Your wife is.
Oh,
still
it's almost
looking
like
at
it's actually happening again.
No. Okay, so Kent, thanks so much for bringing me to the Italian restaurant. I'd really like to get the lasagna. Do you think we can swing that?
Oh, babe, no problem, but we can't afford that. I'm going to get the lasagna. You just get the pile of spaghetti,
Okay.
and you'll be happy with that.
Well, okay. It seems it's my birthday. It seems weird that I would be getting the pile of spaghetti and not the lasagna.
Okay, watch your tone.
Okay, I'm
watch
sorry.
Your tone. I'm the one
Ma'am,
being,
please don't
being
speak.
brought out for dinner. So
Why is
you
the
should
waiter
be
attacking me?
appreciative.
Doesn't make any
Please
sense.
don't speak to your.
I'd like to see the
husband.
manager.
Manager, please.
Does there seem to be a
It didn't
problem?
happen this quickly, but okay.
well,
Bit
for
of-
the sake of time, we're gonna
Yeah, we're
compress it a
gonna
little bit.
scoot forward.
Okay,
Yeah, there is a
all
problem.
right.
You know what? Your waiter is giving my my hubby some looks. It's not professional at all.
Is that right, David? Or have you been giving him some looks?
I've never respected a professional more. If someone comes in here in a uniform, they get my respect. They get a hand on the shoulder. They get told the specials.
Sir, he was giving me looks, but I okay, this is where we make the turn. I am only taking it as someone that I'm only taking them as looks of respect and nothing more. And honey, you need to sit down and shut your damn mouth.
Listen,
and respect the meal that has been given to you, while me and David go into this closet and talk things out.
Wait a minute. I'm just gonna sit here with the stench of your chemicals
Sit your damn fat ass down.
Oh,
And
okay.
shut your mouth while David and I
Do
go
yoga.
into this closet and talk things out.
Sir.
You know what? I'm gonna give. I'll give you this. Okay. You got 5 minutes. Go have a chat. All right.
And can I
That's
just
all
say,
I
yeah,
need.
if there's any type of weirdness here, just go on to Grindr, see that we're not on there, and then this whole gay thing is gone.
Well,
now we just need to
Yeah,
go
babe,
into the
if I was
closet.
gay, I'd be on Grindr. I've told you this.
Exactly.
I
We
don't-
need to figure some stuff out in that closet over there.
All right. The broom closet. All right. Well, we'll go to the broom closet.
Okay. Well,
Do you want to say what happens
Wha-
here?
what's that?
Did you want to share what happens at this point?
David, I want to, but I can't publicly.
I was
David
impotent,
and we make love and it was beautiful.
but I was impotent, and we had problems, and he returned to the table, but the energy was there,
Okay.
palpable.
And it was beautiful. And it was real.
Guys,
And it was the first time I've ever felt something so real. And David, I love you.
And that's when the knocking was heard, right when he said, I
Yeah.
love you.
I think the manager's outside. He needs a broom or
Are
something.
you guys okay in there? I need to get a broom.
That's very
We're beyond
unfortunate
okay.
timing.
In here, you can have this one.
All right, we're back at the table. I'm so glad, Kent, that you took 5 minutes to clear your head. Now, can I have the damn lasagna instead of the pile of spaghetti?
No,
Well-
Tammy, you can't. And don't you think we fight a lot? Like, I've been meaning to thought about it. Don't you think we fight, like, a lot?
I mean, I don't know, scale-wise, I feel like it's...
Are you happy?
No, I wanted the lasagna. Every time we go out, you get the nice thing and I get the shitty thing.
No, I mean, in life, in this relationship, are you happy?
No. Every time we go out, you get the nice things and I get the pile
All right,
of
let's just
spaghetti
end it.
or the pile
Let's
of
end it
Brussels
right now.
sprouts or the pile. I
Let's
never
just
get
end
like a
it,
plate
Tammy.
full of chicken parm. It's always a pile of falafel or a pile of, it's
Is it sorry?
Let's
Is
just
every
end it. Let's just end it. Oh my God, I feel so much better.
yeah, I don't.
Do you want to come to the
I
closet?
don't
with me?
care.
Okay.
Okay?
Cut to the closet. You guys have another romp. The end. Is that good? Do you feel good about this? Both of you?
I feel fantastic.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess we're glad we could help. Not sure we did. You're still married, so that wasn't fixed.
But David, if you guys would just lift the ban on me, I think if I can come back and this actual situation could happen. Don't you think that, David?
Yes, ban is lifted.
I'm not sure you'll probably have to talk to your boss.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to my boss.
Yeah. So
Oh.
But
Okay.
also,
so that's what. So you're gonna delete the comment. You're gonna talk to your boss about lifting the ban.
I'm deleting it as we speak.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't know if that's progress, but that's
Sometimes
some
that's what
kind
you
of
get.
action. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is progress without a doubt.
Well, I would like to thank you, for bearing your soul. I think it's kind of shitty what you're doing to your wife, but I'll leave that as a sidebar. But yeah, thanks for being on the show and talking us through this.
Yeah. Thanks a
Thank
lot,
you
Ken.
guys so much.
Any last words for your friend?
That
David,
was
I love
great.
you with all my heart and my soul.
thank you.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Thank you
take
for
that.
saying that.
Well,
All right.
I guess that wraps it up. Thank you so much for calling in, and I hope you have a terrific life after this. Please treat your wife well. That's all we ask.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I love you.
Okay. Well, I'm a little stumped.
Yeah, I think we may have opened up a can of worms there.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I feel like we did do some good in there. I feel like it may be overshadowed by the other glaring thing that happened, which is this guy's really shitty to his wife.
Yeah, he on multiple levels.
Yeah.
In the ordering of equal portions and the concealing of his actual sexual identity.
Absolutely. But regardless, we do want to thank David, for sitting in and for telling his side of the story. We want to thank Kent for telling his side of the story, and we just want to create a forum, and I think we did that. And I guess you can't predict what's going to happen. I mean, that's life, right?
That is a nice little slice of life.
That's right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Fresh Beef with Dave and Jeremy stars us,
David Brenner,
and Jeremy Balon.
For more information on the podcast, you can visit our website at freshbeefpodcast.com.
Or on Twitter at freshbeefcast, or give us a look on Facebook at facebook.com/freshbeefpodcast.
And if after listening to this episode you now have beef with us,
which is very possible and very meta,
head on over to Yelp and search for Fresh Beef Podcast Brooklyn and do your worst.
Do it. Thanks for listening.